Most of you are after 1, 2, 3%, probably not even anywhere near those numbers, of a market in Miami. When if you will carve out one little portion of the industry that you serve, you can own 85+% of that market. What I'm going to teach you guys here today makes up what I like to call a client generation system. A lot of people try to teach you how to build systems, lead generation systems, closing systems, transaction systems, all those different types of systems. Today I'm going to teach you one of the most important, a client generation system. You need a predictable way to get customers. Would you agree? If you will follow along, take pictures of what I'm about to show you. You don't need to buy anything from me. I got nothing to sell you. If you will simply follow what's on the screen, you will be able to leave here with the tools, the tactics, the strategies, the structure to be able to go, put this stuff in place and sell more properties. First thing that we have to know before we can start marketing is who we're marketing to. Real estate agents are commodities. And that's the unfortunate truth. Sucks, right? But there are ways that you can make yourself specialist. The way to create that type of specialty inside of a marketplace is to create a niche inside of a marketplace. Most of you are after 1, 2, 3%, probably not even anywhere near those numbers, of a market in Miami. When if you will carve out one little portion of the industry that you serve, you can own 85+% of that market. Knowing who your customer is will help you get 85+% market share because it's your market. You own it. Nobody's coming into it. You don't have to negotiate your pricing. You don't have to worry about any of those things. And if you can't think of somebody in the future that you want to do business with, think of somebody in the past. The best transactional experience you ever had, who was that person? What was their name? What do they do for a living? Personally, gender, occupation, income status, hangouts. The next thing you've got to understand is what their family situation is. Kids situation, sports. Are there specific locations that they need to be near or want to stay away from? Specific schools. Knowing these things matters. Don't ever forget this quote. The person that does business with everyone does business with no one. Third thing, what's their real estate desire? What are their wants? What are their needs? What types of programs are designed to benefit from them? How many of you talk to $1 million buyer the same way you talk to somebody trying to get a VA loan? You can't talk to the different people that exist the same way. A lot of you struggle to create content. Everybody's pushing that down your throat. Record content, record content, record content. You're really confused what to say in most instances, right? How many of you have that feeling? Just raise your hands real fast. I don't know what to say, so I don't put anything out there. When you know who your customer is, you know exactly what to say. It all clicks. You know how to talk to them. You know how to sell them. You know how to create content for them. You know which business leaders in the community are important to them. You know which political figures that they want to associate themselves with. You know all those things. It makes it easy. You can take all that information that you've compiled about this person and you can plug it into Facebook. Facebook will tell you who this person is. It will tell you exactly how to communicate with these people, what type of content to create. It will give you the blueprint. Anybody know what a marketing funnel is? Just show hands real fast. Great. A marketing funnel is what I like to call a dynamic user experience. What we're doing is we're putting a big message out to a broad scope of people and we're funneling them down until we get to a transaction experience. What we do is we create an experience for people. When they start to go into this interest phase of the process, when they're trying to uncover who it is that you are, when they're trying to build a relationship with you, you have a system that is selling them. I put out content so people can build a relationship with me. I don't want to have to sell myself. And today, if I get on the phone with people and they say, well, who are you? I was like, well, who the hell are you? We're not supposed to be talking yet. How did you get onto my phone conversations? You need to go back and watch some more videos, right? Turn business away because I don't want to have to go through the hour of indoctrinating these people to who I am. They go through the decision phase where they say, yes or no, I'm going to do business with this person, and they go into action, leaving you or deciding to do business with you. Does everybody now understand what a marketing funnel is? Great. Last, most important thing you've got to understand is the mindset of your consumer. How many of you pay attention to what your clients are thinking at all periods of the sales process? probably not a conscious thought, right? There's a reason that companies like Zillow have masterfully dominated the real estate space. The first mindset that somebody goes through when they're thinking about buying or selling a home is what we call unaware. And I know this sounds really kindergarten, but they're unaware of their desire or need for the real estate process. Has anybody ever had a conversation with somebody that didn't want to buy or sell a home? How long did that conversation last? What, 10 seconds, 15 seconds? Show up at a networking event and you're like, hey, I sell real estate. And they're like, oh, I'm not talking to you. And they walk the other way. The reason that Facebook, Instagram, some of these social platforms are so powerful is not because we can market to everybody in the world. That would be a huge waste of money. We can directly and strategically market our advertisements to people that we know are ready to buy or sell a home. The reason that Zillow dominates the industry is because they give the consumer what they want, when all of you try to give them what they need. What do they need? Need a realtor, right? To buy a home, sell a home? What they want is, you want to tell me? Houses. Today, in a world where last year 37% of homes sold were sold to millennials, 99% of those searches originating online, if I want to buy a home, I'm going to pull out my cell phone. And I'm going to go access all the information I need about homes for sale in a market. Are you freely and willingly giving up that access to people so that you can gain attention? Zillow has. That's why they do so well. So level 1, cold lead generation. Here are some specific examples of campaigns that you can implement. We're submitting to give a free list of homes for sale in a marketplace. We target the median price points of homes sold. It's where all the action's happening. And when people download this list, they go from home aware to home plus you aware. So we got their attention with what they wanted, and now we're introducing them to what they needed. Does that make sense? Second level of what we do is dynamic video remarketing. We create bits and pieces of video content, and we then begin to follow people all over the internet. And what that is doing is that's allowing us to sell people without having to actually sell anybody. That's allowing us to build a relationship with somebody without having to call them. And the reason that video works so well is because since you were little kids, you've been programmed to celebritize what you see behind a TV screen. What happens when you put yourself behind a screen, because today our TV is no longer stuff like this, it's these devices, and our networks are Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn. When people are watching their version of TV, they're celebritizing you. Somebody taps you on the shoulder and says, I see your stuff all the time. You know that you're speaking to a prospective buyer or seller. Because the only reason they're seeing your stuff is because you've made sure they're the only group that could. I want people booking appointments with you. I don't want to chase leads. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put out really good content. I'm going to put out a client generation system, and I'm going to wait until those people start booking time with me. Because I know that when people start booking time with me, I'm speaking to the hottest form of lead I could have. Somebody that opted into my marketing campaign, somebody that's watched my video content for an extended period of time, and somebody that said, yeah, I want what this guy has to offer, I'm going to book an appointment. If you implement this, guys, and this is the biggest, most important part of this. This is a client of mine, her name's Lindsay Porter. She spent $1,577 in Facebook ads. She sold 26 homes. How many of you can access $1,577 that you could spend if you knew you were going to go sell 26 homes? The most important stat in this is this number right here. $60.65. Last I talked to Lindsay, it was up to $72, which is why that's the title of my presentation. Every $72 she spends, she sells a house. She starts every month and says, how many homes do I want to sell this month? 10? Great. My marketing budget's $720. I have a program where we teach people how to do this. We teach people how to build client generation systems, step-by-step instructions with Facebook ads. We literally give you content guides so that you know what videos to record. We give you a sales process that you can implement that shows you exactly how that she did this. How many of you want that for free? So I came equipped. Some people knew what I was going to have in my pocket. But this is a jump drive, and it has this entire training platform on it. And I'm going to give it to one person.